Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. So starting this video off with updates of Big Ramy at 8 weeks out from this year's Olympia. These were posted up today by Dennis James. And I honestly believe Big Ramy may be better right now than what he was on stage at last year's Olympia, and that's scary to say. And just to think a couple months ago with Big Ramy missing the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing, a lot of people thought he wasn't even going to be doing this year's Olympia. But fast forward to now, Big Ramy is looking better than ever and almost putting out the most physique updates. Hopefully he keeps it up, man. I love starting off videos talking about Big Ramy. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent guest posing from Hunter Labrada at 8 weeks out from this year's Olympia. Hunter has been doing a ton of guest posings lately, but how do you guys think he's looking right now? Seems like Hunter is in similar condition to what he was at last year's Mr. Olympia already. Still have 2 months to go. But how do you guys think Hunter will stack up at this year's Olympia? Because Hunter is doing these guest posings, but he isn't blowing anyone away. If Big Ramy, Nick Walker, even Samson Dauda guest pose, I believe those guys would be almost mind-blowing right now. But what do you guys think? Is this very impressive? Because Hunter seems to be guest posing a lot, but there isn't really a lot of hype pumped into it. Almost like people aren't really impressed. That's just my personal take, but I like Hunter's physique. And speaking of guest posings, I wonder how this guy would look if he decided to guest pose right now. But you guys are currently looking at the most recent updates of Derek Lunsford. Now, these leg updates are on a leg day and in a gym mirror, so take these for what you want. But Derek is looking massive right now, and we're 8 weeks out and he's still holding on to a lot of size, which makes me more confident in Derek's placings this year. I was a little bit hesitant just because I had the 212 version stuck in my head, but Derek will be bigger and better. Switching over to Samson Dauda, we actually have a video today instead of blurry screenshots. And a lot of you guys have actually been pretty harsh on Samson in the comments lately. But in the front double bicep, I believe that is a very competitive pose for Samson. Looks a lot better when he pulls the vacuum. And as far as this front lat spread, I believe this shot can be competitive with the other guys in the top 6 at this year's Olympia. And as I mentioned many times before, Samson's side chest is probably one of the best we have in the class. And also, Samson is a guy that does like a variation or two in between shots, just to catch the judge's eye. Now, taking a look at the back shot, Samson has definitely brought the back double up a lot. In specific, that was one of his worst shots. Now, comparing this to guys the top 6 at the Mr. Olympia, still has a ways to go. Nick Walker, William Bonek, Hadi Chupin, 3 of the best backs in the open class. But this rear lat spread by Samson Dauda is incredible. And take a look at the Christmas tree. But Samson could use more glute to match the massive legs from behind, similar to the issue Nick Walker seems to have from behind. But Samson always looks the best to me, almost just standing relaxed. The muscles just hang off the 3Dness. This guy has some crazy muscle bellies. And at 8 weeks out, it seems like he has decent separation at the quads, a little bit behind the rest of the competitors still. And this is a great ab and thigh shot, but Samson still needs a little bit more lat to make this shot closer to perfection. Also, front double needs a little bit more lat as well. But Samson Dauda is looking incredible right now. I'm excited to see him at this year's Mr. Olympia. My wild card to really shake some things up. And in the next update of the day, we have recent updates from Brett Wilkin at 3 weeks out from this year's Romania Pro. And Brett is looking better than ever right now. If you guys remember a few videos ago, I was saying Brett really looks the same. Does it seem like he has improved? I was 100% wrong. Brett is definitely better. Now, taking a look at the side chest pose, the legs really needed to come up in this shot. Legs look bigger, also has a lot of detail in the glutes and the side leg. Also, Brett's quads overall seem to be bigger. Before they looked a little bit flat, but seems like they have more shape to them now. And I always love when narrow guys hit the most muscular shot like this. When you're narrow and you pack a lot of muscle onto the chest and the delts, it just looks freaky, man. Reminds me a bit of Phil Heath. Just a little bit. But I'm excited to see Brett Wilkin at this Romania Pro, but it will not be an easy win for him because Behrooz Tabani is also looking incredible right now. And I still do not know if he has a visa. I assume he does the way he and Milos are posting updates. If you guys know anything about his visa status, please let us know in the comment section below. But as we get closer to this show, Behrooz looks better and better. Seems like he almost looks bigger. This guy is looking full, also has a crazy amount of conditioning and detail. I'm excited to see this matchup between these two. And it'll be even more exciting if someone else comes out of nowhere and is able to challenge Behrooz or Brett at this show. And switching over to Justin Rodriguez, who put out these updates recently. Now, I know that Justin hasn't had the best showings at his last 3 shows, but I'm just getting this feeling that he's going to do well at this year's Olympia. Do not count this guy out. He's a veteran. He's been in the top 10 for the past 2 years. But Justin also works with George Farah, and it seems like Farah has been working some type of magic on these guys as of late. But hopefully Justin has a great showing at this year's Olympia. And more importantly, hopefully he shuts it down and takes a break after this show. He definitely needs it. And in the next update of the day, we have recent updates of James Hollingshead. And I honestly believe he could still play with his execution a little bit more. Maybe kick the leg back like Hunter Labrada. But James Hollingshead is looking incredible right now. But I have to wonder just a little bit, with James looking so conditioned, is he going to overdiet like he did last year? If you guys didn't know, James basically implemented a lot more cheat meals into his diet to keep him full. And it seems like that's been working out for him. So hopefully we see the best James Hollingshead to date in December. Now, the next update of the day, we have recent updates from big Quinton Eriya, Quint Beastwood. Now, it seems like this guy got a lot of praise out of Tampa and Texas, because it seems like Quinton put his foot on the gas immediately. We're about, what, maybe 2 months out from those shows, and Quinton is looking bigger than I've ever seen him look. He said he wanted to take 2 years off, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on stage next year, and hopefully we do. But Quinton is looking massive right now, man. I don't think he should put on too much more size. We want to keep those lines. Now, switching over to 212, we have recent updates from Kamal Elgargni. Now, you guys let me know, is it just me, or is Kamal Elgargni still improving? He's looking better than ever at, what, 51, 52 years old? But I'm hoping that Kamal is able to maintain this look, or at least something similar to it, dieting down to 212. Once again, I liked his look a lot better in the open, but with this probably being his last year competing, he wants to go out with a bang and go for the 212 title. And ending this video here with the archive of the day, you guys let me know in the comment section below which legendary bodybuilder is this. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.